My name is Christina. I've always felt like I was living in two worlds at once. The ordinary one everyone else saw, and another, quieter world that whispered to me when no one else was listening. I have always been a spiritual person. I'm considered a seer. I have clairaudience and opened my third eye through 2 rituals at age 29. I also possess all the clair abilities. I am empathic with animals and with people, and I am a highly sensitive person with energies and spirits. This duality has shaped my life, leading me to explore the mysteries of existence while navigating the everyday challenges many face. I often find solace in nature, where the boundaries between these realms blur, offering me clarity and peace. Embracing my gifts, I seek to help others connect with their own inner truths and the unseen energies around us. I reside in Minneapolis, Minnesota. To inform you what clair abilities are, in the realm of spiritual exploration, the clair abilities shine like guiding lights, each representing a unique way to perceive the world around us. Derived from the French word for clear, these abilities offer insights beyond ordinary senses. Imagine experiencing where visions unfold like scenes from a movie, revealing glimpses of the past, present, or even the future. Meanwhile, allows one to hear whispers from the ether, auditory messages from realms unseen, guiding one's intuition through voices and sounds that elude the physical ear. For those who possess, feelings and sensations become a conduit for understanding, as they can sense the emotions of others or the energy of a place, often manifesting as powerful gut feelings. Then there's a profound knowing that arises suddenly, a flash of insight that feels undeniably true without any logical explanation. Imagine catching a whiff of a long-lost perfume with a scent that stirs memories of a deceased loved one, or experiencing where the taste of something unfamiliar fills the mouth, conveying messages from beyond. Those who practice can deeply connect with the emotions of others, feeling their joys and sorrows as if they were their own. Lastly, reveals the stories hidden within objects, offering insights through touch, as if the items themselves hold the essence of their history. Collectively, these clair abilities invite individuals on a journey of spiritual and intuitive development, opening doors to understanding that transcend ordinary perception. But there's always been a part of me that felt different, like I was tuned into a secret frequency, picking up signals that others seemed to miss. It's as if I could sense things just beneath the surface of everyday life. I sensed emotions lingering in empty rooms, saw the world in colors no one else noticed, and sometimes felt the presence of people who weren't really there. It was both fascinating and a little bit lonely. My childhood was chaotic, shaped by addiction and unpredictability at home. The air was always thick with tension, and I learned to read every shift in mood like a weather report. Reading the energy in a room became my survival skill. I could sense when to hide, when to speak, and when to simply disappear into the background. My refuge was my grandmother, my anchor, my safe harbor in the storm. She was the one person who made me feel truly at home. Her house smelled like cinnamon and safety, a place where I could finally breathe and let my guard down. She never called me weird, just smiled and said I had an old soul. She seemed to understand me in a way no one else did. She taught me that love was a real, tangible force, something you could feel in a hug or in the way she squeezed my hand when I was scared. In a world of chaos, she made me feel seen and cherished, like I truly mattered, even when I felt invisible everywhere else. I kept my strange sensitivity hidden, a secret world only I inhabited. It was easier to pretend I was just like everyone else, even though I knew I wasn't. The truth is, I'm a spiritual person. I have clairaudience and really all the clairs. My path has always included talking to my spirit guide and spirits. It's my superpower and my strangest quirk, a gift that sometimes felt like a burden. But because of this, I lost my home. I became homeless. I lost my kids, my son, unjustly, all because people didn't understand my spiritual path. They thought I was endangering my son when all I ever wanted was to protect and love him. My grandmother was the quiet melody beneath the noise of my life, her presence a gentle song that soothed my restless heart. She was everything to me, the one who made me believe that being different could be something beautiful, even when the world refused to see it. When I was 13, my grandmother died. and it felt like the world had lost its warmth overnight. The house seemed emptier, every corner echoing with memories of her laughter and gentle voice. The silence was crushing, pressing in on me from all sides, making the air feel thick and heavy. I was desperate to feel her presence again, to know she was still with me somehow, even if only in spirit. That's when I found the occult. Books on Wicca, witchcraft, and rituals that promised connection. I devoured every page, searching for a way to bridge the gap between our worlds. I bought a Ouija board, hoping to reach her, convinced that if I tried hard enough, I could speak to her again. Night after night, I whispered into the darkness, "Grandma, are you there?" At first, nothing happened. Then the planchette twitched beneath my fingers, sending a chill up my spine. Simple words appeared. Yes, here. It was as if the veil between worlds had thinned just for me. I was convinced I'd found a secret line to the spirit world, a hidden doorway that only I could open. But the energy shifted. My room felt colder, heavier. The air prickled with something I couldn't name, and shadows seemed to move on their own. The answers grew strange, sometimes menacing, spelling out things that made my heart race with fear. I realized I'd opened a door I didn't know how to close, and something unknown was now peering through. My search for comfort had turned into something else, something darker, unsettling, and impossible to control. I was a kid playing with forces I didn't understand, lost in a world of shadows and unanswered questions. The connection I craved became a source of fear, and I started to dread the very thing I'd once hoped for. I had wanted my grandmother, but something else had answered, something I couldn't recognize or trust. I was in over my head, left alone with the consequences of a door left ajar, wishing I could turn back time and close it for good. My excitement turned to fear as the spirits grew hostile. Nightmares haunted me. I felt watched, invaded. Objects moved, whispers filled the silence. I tried to stop, but the connection remained. Desperate, I learned about energy protection, sage, salt, calling on angels. The battle became daily, exhausting. Sometimes I felt like I wasn't alone in my own body. I was fighting for my mind, my will, my life, alone. I'd wanted light, but found only darkness. I hit rock bottom. Possessed, powerless, terrified. It felt like I was trapped in a nightmare I couldn't wake up from, every day darker than the last. My mind raced with fear, and I wondered if I'd ever find my way out. In desperation, I prayed. Not a formal prayer, just a raw plea for help. I whispered into the darkness, hoping someone, anyone, would hear me. It was the most honest I'd ever been with myself. That was my turning point. Something shifted inside me. A tiny spark of hope flickering where there had only been fear. I found support groups and spiritual mentors who understood. They listened without judgment, and their compassion made me feel less alone. For the first time, I felt seen. I learned to surrender my fear and claim my space. I practiced grounding myself, breathing deeply, and setting boundaries with the darkness that haunted me. Healing was slow, but each day a little more light returned. I celebrated small victories, sleeping through the night, laughing again, feeling safe in my own skin. Nightmares faded, the heaviness lifted. I started to believe that maybe I could truly heal, that the darkness wouldn't define me forever. During this time, I discovered the concept of starseeds, souls from other worlds, here to help humanity. The idea was strange, but it resonated deeply with me. Their traits matched mine, feeling different, sensitive, drawn to the unseen. I realized I wasn't alone in my strangeness. I realized I wasn't broken. I was different, and that was the point. My uniqueness was something to embrace, not hide. My sensitivity was a gift, not a curse. It allowed me to connect deeply with others and sense things most people missed. I reframed my story. I was here for a reason. My journey through darkness had meaning, and I could use it to help others. The darkness had been my teacher, showing me the strength I never knew I had, and guiding me toward a new sense of purpose and light. Embracing my starseed identity explained everything. My journey through darkness was training for the work I do now. I learned to control my gifts, to help others heal and reclaim their light. As a single mom, I still face chaos, but now I have purpose. I guide others who feel lost or different, teaching them their sensitivity is power. My story is proof. Our deepest wounds can become our greatest strengths. If you feel lost in the dark, know you're not alone. Your light is powerful. Be brave enough to turn it on.